Oh, I forgot. I have a gift for the Zed that has been sitting around for ages, but I haven't been able to put them in because the Zed wasn't here. So let's go get them. Presents for Zed. I almost called it something else then. Z33. Seats and rails. Okay, so now we have to say goodbye to the stock leather seats because they're way too big and I slide all over the place. The heaters are nice in winter though, I'll give them that. Benjamin has hand coloured ones, I'll show you. And they're, ugh, I don't like them, but you can see them from here. Yucky, gross, blah. Now we kind of have to play car Tetris to move cars around that we are working on with cars that we're not working around. Sorry, that we're not working on. I was distracted. So we've got to reshow that white one into the red one. We have to swap the Sora with the 34. The Sora at the moment is just, well, it does have a 1J in it, sorry, but it does not run. So where are we putting this on?
On the grass, I guess?
On the grass. What the hell? Stop! You are good. Nani? You really need to put the headlights back in this.
I need to do a lot of things.
I don't mind the kit on it though. The kit looks nice. I haven't seen a black interior in these. These usually come...
Well, these are Supra wheels. That's wheels. Supra seats.
Supra seats.
Yeah,
What model Supra? Mark 4?
I believe so, yeah.
They look a lot better than what came in it.
There's a manual in it.
Yes. So just got the bolts out. So that's 4, obviously, like most seats. However, because these are electronic and they're heated, they have 4 connectors that I now need to unplug. So I got this one, this one, and this one. So once that is out, I can then put in the brides. Hello baby. I hate these plugs. Feel them. So I broke my thumb a couple of months ago. Now I can't get any pinch pressure, which is really, really crap. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope there's only 4. And there is, of course, one more clip. Oh no, this is a cable tie. Get them off. Yeah. Don't do that at home. So that snappy noise was just this thing. Here's a cool little fun fact about Zeds. They come with a Bose audio system, which is amazing. Whereas, so 370s have a sub in the wheel well in the boot, and 350s have the sub and speakers in the backyard, which are really cool. It's kind of a bit of a pain when you own one though, because reaching in the back here, as you can see, you've got no room at all. These are tiny little compartments, really like pretty much good for CDs really. And you have a cigarette lighter, and then you have a glove box, because and it's in the console of course. The front, however, has no glove box. It is just a cup holder. So many Japanese fan would celebrate that one, at least. And then there's a compartment up here as well. But this breaks on almost every Z I've ever seen. It opens, but I need like a button there or something. come open. Okay, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. It opens. There's like a little compartment in there. But yeah, and I'm gonna replace my stock wheel because it has dead. Very, very dead. I have you mounted on my dash, so if it doesn't work too well, I apologize. Sorry, sneeze. It's not COVID, I swear. Okay, so we need to move the seats forward again. Pull off these little plugs. Little plastic plugs on the buttholes. I'm assuming for cosmetic reasons. Just make it look neater. That one wasn't too bad. So the less Brads that I went for this, I ended up picking reclinables because it's a coupe and because the Zs you need to get in the back behind them. If I was doing an S chassis, I probably would have went fixed backs. Alright, two down, 2 left. Oh, we are losing the sun behind the mountains. Another 2 of these things. Ah, ripped off. There's only one. I bought this car down in Sydney for a good price, and then I've just had it shipped up to Queensland. It doesn't need a new clutch. It's running the stock dual mass, which is bleh. Dual masses cost like, they start from like $1,600, so to replace factory clutches is, to be honest, I don't think it's worth it, because if you drive a car, you drive it spiritedly. You don't want a stock clutch. You want to always upgrade as you go. I made this mistake with the other seat. I should have like folded them like this, so I didn't have to worry about like jigsawing it out. Oh well. Fixed. Look at all the room. It almost looks like a supercar. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I feel so shocked. Wow, it's really, really low to the ground. Okay, enough screwing around. Let's put these seats in. I am really, really glad at least they have the bolts, which is nice. Yeah, the seats look really nice. They should look good in the Z. So this is not a job I do every day. I've probably had to do this 3 times in the 8 years that I've owned cars. But with the seats, they're pretty self-explanatory if you want to put them into your car yourself. Most of the rail manufacturers have little stickers, and that was the identification on the rails. The rail itself has a little identification sticker. So this one is my left-hand side, so it's my passenger side. And the right-hand side obviously will have the identification mark on the same spot. Another way to tell these rails apart is look for your seatbelt attachment area and face that towards your center console. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty hard to get it wrong. And there's my little bolts that came with it. When you do these, the rails will be locked in a position probably just above this, so they'll be up a bit further. I'm starting down the bottom here, so what I've done is I've moved the rail down so I can access behind it. And I'm just putting the bolts in, and then the rail will go on. Now you got these holes here for, so if you're running different rails in different cars, you can set them in different areas. This one here, so if I was really, really tall, I might set it back here, so it would allow the seat that tiny little bit more movement to move back a bit. Otherwise, because I'm short, I'm going to set them here. And as you know, an inch can make all the difference with driving and seating positions and that kind of thing. These rails will move independent while they're not attached. So it would be a world of pain if one of these was slightly up a bit more than the other and then I bolted the rail on, because not only would it twist the rail, it would twist the seat wouldn't move too well, the position would be off, and it'd just be a really big pain. So yeah, pay attention if you are doing this yourself. And just make sure you line, so these bottom ones here, I've lined up the hole with these 2 holes down. on both sides to make sure that I am not going to get like one little spline out of place. Because yeah, that's not fun. And there we have it, one rail down, one to go. If you do this, put your seatbelt attachment onto the rail before you put the before you put the seat into the car. In my case, I gotta get this one off. So I went overboard and had a bit of a fight with my toolbox trying to find a 10mm and a 14mm to do the seat bolts, and then I needed to find a nut and bolt to attach the seat belts onto the rails properly because it doesn't have a thread in the aftermarket rails. I wanted to show you what it looks like before the sun goes down and we lose all the light, just in case, because I'll still be doing the other side, but I don't want to like try and show you guys a cracked light, so check it out. The guys are fixing Ben's Z. The guard needs replacing, front bar, and some other things. It turned out quite nice. I did get carried away and I had to vacuum the car because it's part of a ritual whenever I buy a new car that I do a big clean of the car. Yeah, it looks really nice in here actually. A lot better than what it did. I've got to vacuum my floor mats yet.
I'm never hitting my nut button for you again.
So real happy with how it's turned out. Looks really nice now. Mahaha. Okay, well, I now have to get the other one done before I lose all my lights. So I'll talk to you guys in a while. It took longer than expected, but the seats are in the car now. It feels like a roller coaster. I'll show you really quickly and then I'll wrap this up. So the passenger side is slightly lower than the driver's side. I think it's just a difference in rails.
Well, I think she got a warning.
I did get a warning, yes. That's why I bought a new exhaust. And not a vacuum. Okay,
I'm cleaning the garage.
Benjamin got his wheels on too. They're a little wide. Just a little.
Bump it. You got the helmet with your black car upstairs.
I'll take it with me.
It's like the FD but tighter.
Until next time.